Hello everybody. I still have a lot of records to show. So I got a nice little pile here, and hopefully I could share some records with you guys that you can dig. These all came off of a website, squaredealsonline.com. I'll put a link down at the bottom for you guys. So if you like any of these, you go on and get them. They're all pretty damn cheap, and they're all new sealed copies. The wonderful Christopher Cole, Professor Cole, had pointed my way to this website and gave a list, and I bought everything on the list that he had, except for one more I got as an extra I saw. But nonetheless, first one we got here, one of my favorites out of the whole bunch I got. This is phenomenal. Rodney Jones, Articulation. Just so awesome. Off of the Timeless Muse label. You can hear it. He sort of mixes genres and plays with them a little bit. This first song has a bit of a bossa nova feel to it. Some of the other songs get a little funky, but all throughout, just a killer jazz album. Damn good. Rodney Jones plays guitar, but it's not necessarily a guitar-driven album. He steps back and he lets the band play, and just absolutely amazing band. The drummer, Kenwood Dinar. The next song coming up, the second song, just has a solo that is amazing. Really blew my mind. Killer album. Definitely highly suggest this one. I don't know how you're going to pronounce this guy's name. Zbigniew Namjalowski, I guess. Killing this guy's name. I'm sorry. Air Condition. This has a bit of a 70s vibe to it. That 70s sound, especially the bass playing, it gets a little disco-y, but I mean, still killer album. Definitely cool to listen to. And it's Namjalowski, Polish musician, plays saxophone. Very cool. O'Donnell Levy, Time Has Changed. Killer. What's the word I'm looking for? Guitar album. Jazzy, bluesy, really good. Enjoy that one a lot. Michael Howell, Alone. This is solo acoustic guitar, and I always really like solo guitar work because it shows a person, shows where their level's at. You know, there's no gimmicks or anything. He's just him and a solo guitar. Very, very cool. Really enjoyed this one. This is a total gem off of the Aristonavis label. Oliver Lake. Oh man, what is it? Life Dance of Is. Totally awesome album. The first song, what is it? The writing. It has weird times. You'll hear a couple notes for a few seconds, then it stop for a few seconds, and then start, and then stop, and then start. The whole song, the music just sort of boom, and then breaks. Silence. And then silence. You know, it's like, whoa! Not something you're used to hearing. A lot of breaks in there. Definitely awesome. Who else plays on this? Oh, Anthony Davis. Only one that rings a bell, but you know, definitely killer album. I suggest you pick this one up too. Haven't listened to these two yet, but Hadley Caliman, Projecting. Oh, here's the drum solo I was telling you about. Sonny Murray, An Even Break. Again, haven't listened to this one yet. Isotope, wonderful album. Illusion. This is some, I guess you'd call it a fusion album. Real damn funky. Really enjoyed this one. Got two Barry Miles. Got Barry Miles and Silverlight. Barry Miles is a keys player. Really enjoy his work. And haven't listened to this one yet, but Barry Miles and Company, Skytrain. This album is weird. Weird to say the least. Howard Roberts, Equinox Express Elevator. You hear that solo? God, it's good. Equinox Express Elevator off of ABC Impulse. Oh, this is cool too. It shows like a timeline for side A and B of each song, like what's being played and what effects and instrumentation is being used. It's kind of cool, you know, if you think about it. But guitar-driven album. I definitely call it jazz, but at the same time, it's sort of like this, you know, weird open space album. Then at the same time, some tracks are like really gritty and bluesy. I mean, it is a killer album, but a little out there. To me, that makes it all the better. So, Frank Foster, Here and Now. This one was definitely a cool album. Big band behind them. You got Frank Foster, Roland Prince, Howard Malvern, Freddie Waits, Artie Webb, Richard Williams, David Lee, and Azidin Weston. Definitely has that big band feel to it. Killer album. Gets a little funky at times, which is always a good thing. Strats. What is this? The Frank Strazzetti Quartet. Strats. Again, I'd call it a fusion record, if anything. Frank Strazzetti plays piano and keyboards and synthesizer, Moog. Funky, fusiony. I mean, just killer all-around album. And if you enjoy that Moog sound, you'll definitely like this record. Very, very cool. This one's so good. I bought 2 copies of it. I had listened to it on YouTube before I bought it. I was like, wow, this one's good. So I got 2 copies of it because it was pretty damn cheap. But Arnie Lawrence and Treasure Island, so good. Oh, this is spiritual. It is flat out funky as can be. And it's off the Dr. Jazz label, which was Bob Field, who did Impulse. After he did Impulse, he sold it to ABC. He went on to do Flying Dutchman. After Flying Dutchman, he did the Dr. Jazz label. So, I mean, just killer album. Like I said, it is deeply spiritual. It is funky. It is jazzy. And it just blew me away. This is, again, one of my favorites. Totally awesome album. Highly recommend this one. Another one I haven't had the chance to spin yet, Mosaic by Richard Berman. Off of the Muse label once again. Supposed to be electronic music, so new age electronic. We'll see one day. Mr. Billy Higgins. What's there to be said? Classic album. All that there's to be said. Haven't had a chance to spin this one yet. Dune by Sam Morrison off of Inner City Records. Oh Jesus! Oh, Inner City Records. Very cool. This is a beautiful record. Jamal Shabaka and Alex Klein, Duo Infinity. Oh man, Jamal Shabaka plays tenor, alto, soprano, saxophone, flute, percussion, and voice, and Alex Klein does percussion and voice. Oh man, this is a beautiful, free, jazz record. It is just gorgeous. It's spiritual. It's free jazz, and off of the Attend label, something I never heard of before. It is just one of those albums where you have two wonderful musicians get together and they just start playing. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful album. Another one I highly recommend picking up. This was one of the more expensive ones. These were all about like $5, $6, $7. This one was like $11. So this was one of the more pricey ones, but worth it. Worth it. New Jazz Quintet, High Energy Design. This one is fusion, definitely fusion, funky, from the 80s, and you could tell it's from the 80s, but for me, it doesn't really let go of the music. Killer album. And the last one I got to show, off the Heiress to Freedom label, Marion Brown's Porto Novo. What's there to be said? It's Marion Brown. Nothing needs to be said. You know it's killer. Amazing record. So those were my finds off of all new buys. Like I said, all new buys off of SquareDealsOnline.com. There will be a link. You know, if you guys like any of these, definitely look them up. They're recommended by me, and they're also recommended by Christopher Cole, formerly Astro Traveler, but now John Coltrane, 68. So, Chris, thank you so much. Thanks everyone else for watching. Hope you dig the music, and until next time.